You've done a great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
For your interviewing skills. So tell us a little bit about Los and what makes you so special.
I like to look at things. It's my biggest strength. So I like to understand things, figure out how things work, and I make strategies to accomplish whatever it is that we've come across.
And what are you working on right now?
I have a lot of projects working. I do poetry, and I'm looking to get into voice acting. I have a 1-minute stories page, and it's the number 1, MINSTORYS. I didn't make the name. But it's just 1-minute stories about people who are designing their own lives. So it's asking people, like, what do you do? What's your vision for the future? How do you understand things? And I do some of the interviewing. And I have another person who is in Japan currently, and he does a lot of the filming. And I also have a company called Deaf Perception. I partner with Drew in Orlando that we met earlier.
Right.
We do green and conscious branding and social media strategy.
So tell us a little bit about your childhood and the way you were raised that makes you who you are today, this entrepreneurial guy.
Okay. I was raised not too far from here, on Buffalo Street in what is now called River West. It wasn't called that when I was growing up. It wasn't called anything, it was just a neighborhood. I always have had, like, I've always been able to look at people and see, like, I can look at you and say, oh, I think that your skills will lead you to be able to do these things. So I partner with people who have a very particular skill set. Like, I like to strategize and make ideas. So I often partner with people who are like, I call them engines, who like to do things. And so from a young age, I've always partnered with people. Like, I was a rapper before. I played at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on New Year's Eve some years ago. I opened probably hundreds of shows. But like, I just find groups of people that do good things, and I try to make that group better.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Where did you get that example? From your
Mr.
parents?
Rogers? I don't know. I have no idea.
It's something.
Trainer Bob, I think.
Yeah, Trainer Bob.
Do you have a mentor?
Do I have a mentor? I have several mentors, actually. Ken Hansen, he owned Hansen Dodge, which is around the corner.
Good.
He actually has a day named after him in October. So it's Ken Hansen Day one day a year. So it's incredible. He's like, he was one of the top 50 branders, I think, a few times in America.
Wow. Wow. And he's your mentor.
He's one of my mentors. Gary Leclerc, who has been a millionaire a few times. He currently owns a artificial diamond company. They make artificial diamonds. Mm-hmm. And like, when I listened to his stories about how he got into those businesses, he kind of just looked around and saw what was wrong and would take a client, and then he would see the client's value and then partner with the client. And it was just a really interesting story of like, taking things that are already in your presence and building them into something else.
Well, thank you so much for giving us insight into Los and who you are.
Thank you.
All right.